Yo, what is up, guys? So is it time for the Sombra main to happen? The Sombra meta to happen? I don't know, boys. Let's go ahead and talk a little about the new changes that happened on the PTR to Sombra. I've been playing around with her for a few days now on the PTR. I'm here to give you guys my thoughts because, yo, when I first saw Sombra, I'm like, she can hack, she can teleport, she also has an invis. I'm like, dude, this is the most broken hero ever. And then when I picked her up, I'm like, dude, I can't kill nothing. And I'm sitting at like a Masters, and I occasionally jump into the Grandmasters SR, but I cannot play Sombra. But then I was like, yo, they're buffing Sombra. I was super excited about it. But let's talk about it. So we're going to be spawn killing this young Doomfist over here, talking about the changes, and give you guys my thoughts on it, because, again, when I saw Sombra, I was so excited, but then, like, ain't nobody playing Sombra. I mean, look at her pick rate, man. But, anyways, so let's talk about the new changes, and there's technically a nerf here. Now, as far as the nerf, basically, you do not get your ult charge built up when you have hacked a health pack, and you and your teammates grab a health pack. Normally, you just build up an ult charge, but now, you can't do that, and that's a huge deal. Now, the gameplay that you guys are seeing is just on the PTR, so keep in mind that the ping is really high. For I don't know what reason, if you guys that play the PTR, you guys know what I'm talking about. When we're playing on the PTR, it's like 150 to 200 ping, like at all times, and sometimes when you use your translocator, it just doesn't work, alright? I don't know, for whatever reason, they get like the most like broken down servers for the PTR. They're like, guys, test out the new stuff, but with like super huge amount of delay. Anyways, so again, keep that in mind, and also, there is a change with Mei as well as Doomfist, but we're not really here to talk about them. I just wanted to mention that's why you're seeing, like, Mei, Doomfist, and Sombra on every single team. It's because they got changed on the PTR, and people want to test out the new stuff, alright? So, like, the team compositions are totally, like, bronze and stuff. Like, it's one of those team comps that you'd have someone screaming on the microphone, and please switch! Sombra, please switch! Anyways, the changes with Sombra, as far as the nerf is, it's pretty big, though, because those of you guys that watch competitive Overwatch, a lot of times, Sombra just doesn't see too much play, with the exception of, like, Temple of Anubis, where you're able to build up your ult super fast. Now, the thing is that you lose out on that, and that's a huge deal. Just like that huge lag right there that I died by that by not being able to activate Translocator in time, because I swear it's the high ping. Alright, anyways, John's aside here. Now, I just can't secure kills with Sombra. Even now, like, I did one clip of Doomfist, but Doomfist is a pretty easy target to hit. I mean, his hitbox is, like, bigger than, like, the scatter arrow from Hanzo. But the thing is that I don't think people are going to be able to just pick up Sombra and just be like, oh, dude, I'm a god now, right? Because of these changes. Because, you know, when Mercy got changed, everyone and their mom had to play Mercy because, like, it was basically required. But I don't think that's the case with Sombra. And for those of you guys that are like, dude, I've never played Sombra in my life. I played it for, like, 20 minutes in quick play, and then, like, I couldn't do damage, so I stopped playing her. You guys that were in that situation, which is pretty much my scenario, right? I picked her up. I really tried. I tried her for more than 20 minutes, honestly. I tried for, like, several hours. I tried for a few days. And I just couldn't secure my kills, because I would rather just play Tracer. Not only would I have, like, extra mobility, I didn't have to go hack a health pack, I didn't have to set up for some stuff. I would just walk in, and then, like, whenever I wanted to disengage, just hit one button. I didn't need to set up a translocator. I didn't have to worry about someone camping my translocator. I didn't have to worry about my translocator not, like, functioning properly. And they have fixed some few of those bugs, but overall, I can't secure some of these kills, and that's the biggest problem that I have. I think that what we need for Sombra, at least for me, as well as I would say the majority of players, because, like I said, I sit at Grandmasters and usually I have Masters, okay, for the most part. I just can't secure kills with Sombra. I mean, you could say I have potato aim, but go watch my Widow gameplay, and you'll know I can aim sometimes. But anyways, the thing is that she's just not in that role where I think everyone is able to pick her up. And they said that, like, you know, she does fill a niche role. Sometimes there's one or two Sombras that you'll see in, like, very high level of competitive play. But she would definitely be considered a niche hero, kind of like how sometimes people will be playing Doomfist at a very high rank and be, like, actually effective. I'm not talking about the people that pick Doomfist when they want to throw, but I'm talking about the people that you're not actually really good with the hero. There's just a handful of Sombras and a handful of Doomfists that are, again, in this higher rank section of the game. And that's simply because a lot of people just can't really play the hero because they're either too difficult to play or they're too niche. And I guess they were trying to fix that. And again, they're trying to fix that with, like, Symmetra and Torbjorn, so they're just more viable, right? But I don't think Sombra is viable, you know, in that sense where, like, you know, anyone can pick her up and kind of just do things with her. She's very dependent on a lot of things. Specifically, her ultimate is just so good, but now you lose out on that. And even though she has a buff of 10% reduced recoil, gosh, that Doomfist got so lucky right there, but the 10% reduced recoil, you can feel it for sure. And then also they reduce the hack time, so she's a little bit better at hacking things, and I can definitely feel that too. But at the end of the day, I still feel like when I go behind, I hack a soldier, I still get wrecked. I have to do a recall sometimes, and I just need, legitimately, if they give her like either 5 more shots in her clip or like 1 more damage, literally 1 damage, extra damage, should be just so much stronger. Or if you hacked someone, if it just like, I don't want to say like reduced armor, because that's like a mechanic that they have a lot of times in Heroes of the Storm, but that's another game. But the thing is like, if her hack did like legitimately 10 damage, alright, 10 damage, it would be a huge deal, because there's so many times where like, I feel like I have to translocate out, just because like her reload is also pretty bad. And there was oh my gosh, if I remember the video, I'll link it down below, but there's a really high-ranked Sombra player that complained about this. When you do a lot of your animations as Sombra in mid-reload, it doesn't like continue the reload. Like, it's very hard to animation cancel with her. Well, the animation would break your reload instead of actually continuously going through, or like canceling the end of the animation. It's huge. It's a huge deal for Sombra. If you guys know what I'm talking about, these are the guys that are Sombra mains, probably know what I'm talking about. Where like, you just need like, just 1 more damage sometimes, I swear. It's like legitimately like 5 to 10 damage to kill a target. And again, it's just unfortunate you're unable to get the kill. But the biggest buff, I think, honestly, is the translocator getting an extra 5 seconds. That's a huge deal. It's actually a pretty big buff, because it lets you, again, set up a little bit better. And I think one mistake that a lot of Sombra players make is that they... I know in this instance we're throwing the translocator pretty much on the health pack. I think there's just too many other things that you have to factor in, and also when you're hacking someone, if you take like any damage, it just goes away. And like, I just feel like I'm much more effective on Tracer, and obviously Tracer is it's completely different here. I'm not saying Sombra needs to do exactly what Tracer does, but I think the people that are really effective on Sombra could just play Tracer. I honestly just feel like that. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I know that in my stream when I asked you guys like, what do you guys feel about the new Sombra when I've been streaming, and you know, I played her for like a couple hours, and I asked people, you know, what do you guys think of new Sombra? And a lot of you guys, with the exception of the guy that's a Sombra main in my chat, he thinks that Sombra buffs are like really good. But again, I don't have that many people that are Sombra mains that come to my chat, so it's a little bit difficult. So again, those of you guys that are Sombra mains, let me know. But again, I just feel like Soldier Soldier's kind of interchangeable, but I feel like Tracer just fits that role better, where you're able to go in and then get out and get a kill. You know, that's again, or even if, well, as Genji right now, like unfortunately Moira is just such a hard target. And I feel like it's kind of the same problem that Sombra has. Like, try killing a Moira as Sombra. It is so dang difficult, even if you hack her. It's just because her damage energy is just too small. Again, if she get 1 more damage, I think she could be in that spot where a lot of people can pick her up that you know, have not played her, and kind of just feel like, yo, I think if I played enough, I can make her viable. But again, I just think for majority of players, she's just not ready, at least for me. I don't think I could become a Sombra main unless they buff her up by 1 damage. I can't do it, man. But anyways, those are my thoughts on the new changes for Sombra, but I ain't gonna be maining Sombra. I wanted to, man. I wanted to, but it's not there yet. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the vid. If you did, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for more Overwatch videos and other gaming content. I'm gonna watch that Doofus play the game, though. Ooh, I got that double. But Doofus just took a small buff, also from like a reload. But we're not here talking about Doofus. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'm outies.